Tommy Vassetti. Shit.
Shit.
They never let it.
Yeah, shit is right. I don't like to skip the cutscenes, but if they're playing music, I pretty much have to.
Go get some sleep. What are you doing? I'll drop by your office tomorrow and we can start sorting this mess out.
That was ever on the earth, ever at all.
Who is she?
Hey!
We interrupt your programming with a message from the state. All bridges and some roads in the Vice City metropolitan area are closed because of a severe weather event. Meteorologists are tracking Hurricane Hermione, which has devastated 5 Caribbean islands and is heading for Vice City.
That's my cat in the background playing with the girl cat's ball. Because it's, I know that because it's pink.
They took me away, they locked me up. And Bobo died of a...
That's awful.
Hey, man, take a vacation.
It's nice that they tell you all this, but it kind of gets annoying when they do it every time.
Hello, Sonny.
Tommy!
Huh.
Tommy, it's been too long. I know. You're just overwhelmed with emotion. 15 years.
Seems like only yesterday. I guess that's a perspective thing.
Hey, doing time for the family is no piece of cake, but the family looks after its own, okay? So how'd the deal go down? You sitting on some white gold?
Look, Sonny, we were set up. The deal was an ambush. Harry and Lee were dead.
You better be kidding me, Tommy! Tell me you still got the money.
No, Sonny. I don't have the money.
That was my money, Tommy! My money! You better not be screwing me, Tommy, because you know I'm not a man to be screwed with!
Wait, Sonny. You have my personal assurance that I'm gonna get you your money back, and the drugs, and I'm gonna mail you the dicks of those responsible.
Hey, I already know that. You're not a fool, Tommy, but I warn you. If it was anybody else, you'd be dead already. But because it's you, because we got history, I'm gonna let you handle this.
Look, Sonny, you got my word.
I'll be in touch.
It looks like Sonny already has plenty of money and drugs there already.
What up, Jackie? How you play,
It's an evil eye on degenerates, and when the eminent nuclear strike occurs, those who put faith into action with sufficiently generous contributions will join me inside
I don't know why, but I feel like doing the side missions.
statue as we blast into space. Contribute to the Pastor Richard Salvation statue.
Excuse me.
Give me this.
Knights of the road, here's your stallion. The car for freedom. The car for hot excitement. The car for a man who is alone against the elements. Pride is back. It's the power of a compact. Fuel injected. By Matsu Thunder. On the toll road of life, you have to pay to prove you can. Live the emotion of an individual. The awesome power of nature distilled in one vehicle. Because after you get struck by lightning,
don't know if I would be as successful with this game if I didn't know all these shortcuts.
Hello, welcome back to
Shit,
Daytime.
damn, you better hurry up right when I get in
So I know
time.
it's important to discuss feelings. That's why we don't have any male hosts on this station. People open up more to women. I was telling my girlfriend yesterday, if a woman were president, we'd nuke a country every 28 days. In these times of trouble, of international scary things that cause anxiety, people seek soul ice. Or is that solace? Some visit lady friends, others go to a bar, and a strange few talk to rocks. My next guest is the author of this book on Lovin' the Coven. She sits on the board of the Vice City Renaissance Committee, Gethsemane. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Amy. I brought you a crystal. Isn't it gorgeous?
Get out of the way, Joe.
Crystals and gemstones to heal the sea. Take the
I forgot where I'm going.
And then, when the night is enchanted, and the candles are burning low, and the wind sings through the
Yeah, the
branches
police
of
station's right up here.
hold up your arms and sing, all dewy, my sky sailing pregnant moon, the goddess.
Pregnant moon? What are you talking about,
Gethsemane.
Sorry, whatever. Do you even have a last name?
My compost coven named me Gethsemane, Starhawk, Moonmaker. Trust me, Amy, I'm quite accustomed to people persecuting us. It's been going on for thousands of years. Native Americans, they studied crystals. The ancient Chinese, Belgians, Superman, they all studied crystals. So why do you view it as so
Whoops.
weird? Grab a crystal, hold it tight, and close your
That fucker should have got out the way.
You will be transported back 35,000 years when the temperature of Europe began to drop.
To take its name in vain, Chavez.
I hate that spring training. Who do those guys think they are? Coming here and getting in the way, showing us no respect, drinking our orange juice and seducing our women folk. Training your own home, mister. Our national game down here, my friend, is digging a big ditch. The ditch of hope, which will flood into a river of freedom. So far, we dug 17 feet.
I'm gonna go back on the
Almost
beach
free,
instead of out here to pick up
almost.
some speed.
When we are floating away in the Caribbean Sea, free to run things our way, singing Kumbaya in the sunshine, no school, no tax, free barbecue and pinball for everyone, sophisticated entertainment.
Yes, well, what about the little guy? What about the guy who's standing there?
I am going to the right place, ain't I? Yep.
I can hear Maurice Chavez. I own a small one-bedroom home, a business selling flowers to people stuck in traffic. 3 or 4 radios, all turned on to VCPR. A dog, 15 ice creams. But I don't feel safe. I'm worried about gangs.
Gangs are a myth put out by the liberal elite to patronize and demean the working man. I mean, what kind of right-minded youth from a poorer background is going to spend his time stealing things and posing in silly clothes when he could be getting ahead with a minimum wage job and making his parent proud? The dream of America is to live in a duplex and share a yard. Why would anyone want to threaten that great future? Answer me that and I'll show you a green dog.
And speaking for the underdog, the foundation I set up with my trust fund, we believe gangs are a valid expression of a people's identity, a grouping, a community within a community. Gangs are a way to be noticed in the boxy suburbs. You scream out, rather than urinate at the edge of your camp like a proud native. We spray paint our names on the walls of the mall to ward off predators.
And that's supposed to terrify people?
No, no. We believe passionately in non-violent solutions.
Get out of the way, you fucking weirdo.
Gangs have to learn to love, to be inclusionary. We'd award badges to good gangs and give bad gangs a silly hat to wear. It would give people something to feel a part of. Kill with kindness, not a garden tool.
Yes, but what about the guy getting beaten up on the street? Or the man having his motorcycle stolen? What about him?
Or her. Some of the best bikers are really women. Anyone can join our group. This is about poor people getting together.
But your father owns half of Florida.
I didn't really know the best bikers were women.
Like I said, possessions are not important at all. I'll pick up a hitchhiker in my convertible any day. The other day I picked up a young woman and we discussed a non-violent solution to war. We call it peace.
Your father is a great man. He's done more for the arms trade in this state than anyone else, myself included. And you shame him with the socialist, jiggery-pokery hootenanny. America needs hope, not songs that are supposed to send food to the poor. Songs will get you nowhere. This country needs something to aim for, like being rich and laughing at poor people, or being in government and laughing at the electorate.
Now, Mr. Shrub, let's not make this personal. I appreciate your attempt to press the point, but we are here to press the issue. My city is in trouble, and I think we're not really providing any serious solutions. So far, we've got secessions rearing its ugly head for the first time in a century and a half. We've got ignore it, and we've got give everyone a flower. You're all a little unrealistic, yes?
Come on,
Maurice?
Not to say over-opinionated and moronic, Mr. Crashaw, how do we stop people running amok in the city with machine guns and heavy artillery?
You've got to give a man a chance. Prisons are overflowing with wasted potential. Make the guilty men innocent once more. Free them from themselves.
How? How on earth do you do that?
Well, you could let them off.
Marvelous. Great. That's a sensible plan.
Then they wouldn't be guilty anymore.
We've been doing that for years, you idiot. How do you think we'd keep prison costs down?
They're still guilty, they're just not in jail.
Cook in the books. We say that for education. But, as in most things, we in government are saving money so that you don't have to. When we spend less money on services, more goes to administration salaries and expenses, which helps make lives a lot less difficult for everybody. It's about sharing. Sharing your taxes out amongst the select few.
I had a pretty shitty day.
So I could reap the rewards now.
And by the way, I'm sure he won't hear this, but just in case he does, fuck you, Bill Maher, for learning the end of White Lotus for me.
My voice didn't break until I was 19.
So, Mr. Shrub, I take it you don't believe in regulation.
I believe in giving people a chance, not tying them down with lots of needless regulations. The fact is, business is run by moral people who won't do anything illegal or try to get rich quickly.
But since you got elected, Vice City has been characterized by a government who cut aid to the poor, offered tax breaks to the rich, and paid people to dump toxic waste near schools.
Yes, we've made a lot of progress.
And up on Capitol Hill, you were instrumental in pushing through a bill allowing the manufacture and sale of giggle cream, a dessert with potential lethal consequences.
Not true. Only 23 people have died, and several of them probably deserved it.
No,
That they deserved
being
it.
set such a bad example by big business, how are they supposed to respect each other, to act safely in society? And how are they policed by a demoralized and underfunded police force?
Well, I'm afraid that's apparently quite a difficult question, but my solution is easy. I'm going to talk for a long time about a subject not in any way related, and pretty soon people will forget all about it. I'll remind people that I have a great haircut, and that under my stewardship, Vice City has had on average 15% better weather than before, while crime rates only go up if you don't turn the graph upside down. Turn it upside down, and they have halved under me, Alex Shrub. Vote Shrub for president and you'll have a friendly face in the White House.
I don't know if I'm going to do 10 of these or just a couple and stop.
Photo opportunities at your store or place of business. Just send me a letter. I'll send you an automated
I'd really like to
photocopy
blow some
response.
shit up.
We call it democracy, and that's where the money goes.
Just a
Yo,
minute.
don't interrupt. Let me finish.
But you're not.
This man won't let me speak. You, Shorty, shut up and let me speak. I'm taller than him, ladies and gentlemen, by at least 3 inches, which means I'm a lot more respectable looking. Everyone knows politicians lie and steal and cheat, but at least with me in charge, you know I look good and I have a very supercilious manner. Besides which, I've been abroad and I prefer it here because I'm a man
I've only
of
been
the
with you.
people. Vote Shrub. You'll get richer and you won't feel guilty about it.
Enough! We're running
The
out of
fuck?
time, and you
People the hell out of the
completely
way.
failed to answer the question.
I'm a professional. That's my job.
And Mr. Hickory, what about you?
All right. These problems are typical of what happens with an open border to the north. The state is filling up with trash. People who can't tell the difference between a swamp and a marsh. Guys who don't know the first thing about the legality of marrying within the family. That's why we need a river. People, I'm telling you, pick up your spades, go into your garden, start digging as deep and as far as you can. Pretty soon the whole state will be flooded and ruined. Then they'll have to leave. We must build a moat to the north or they will come down and ruin this great state.
And Mr. Hickory, were you born in Florida?
What a stupid question of all the cheek.
Were you?
Of course not. No one's been born in Florida since 1877. But I've been here 5 years, which is a very long time.
Yes, it is. A very long time. Almost as long as this show. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Pressing Issues with me.
Okay, where am I going? The mall, right? The mall. I gotta get to the beach. Where am I now? I'm pretty much going the opposite of the way.
I guess you've all got to make up your own minds. Should we be as wet as fish or a corrupt money-grabbing thief? Gentlemen, I feel we really got something. And that Vice City and people everywhere know a lot more than they did before we began. And now, over to Jonathan and Melissa to talk to you about public radio in your area.
You're listening to VCPR, the radio station for disoriented and unrealistic college professors who wear fuzzy sweaters and find everything terribly interesting. I'm Michelle Montanians.
And I'm Jonathan Freeloader. Public radio is very important. You may have heard my recent hour-long story about my hike in the park.
That was fascinating and very important for everyone, even the blind. Play a selection, Jonathan.
Well, especially the blind.
I think this is the part where I came to the big tree.
I almost felt like I was there. You won't get this kind of nauseating detail on commercial radio. VCPR is 100% commercial free. Absolutely nothing interrupts your enjoyment of our fine programming and ability to tackle the important things like Jonathan's walk in the park. But we need you. Think of yourself as a member of this station, except you aren't allowed indoors. That's an important metaphor for life.
Yes, how wonderful would it be to own an hour of this radio station? We just got an enormous pledge from Farewell Ranch. That's great. Farewell Ranch is a great place to take your loved one. Just dial 866-9-BURY-ME. Remember, VCPR is commercial and interest-free. Donate your money now. Let's get back to pressing issues.
Thank you, guys. So, we're back on Pressing Issues. Just one of many fine shows you'll hear if you have the patience to listen to public radio. Although thanks to the many awards we have won, Pressing Issues has extended playtime and is the #1 rated show in the Vice City area. I'm your very entertaining host, Maurice Chavez, a man climbing the broadcasting ladder at a rate of 6 knots. 6 years ago, I was a clown, and now I'm a success. Think about it. Imagine where I could be in 10 years. I could achieve anything. Anyway, morality. What is it? Why do we need it? Our ancestors, shortly after discovering fire, built tools to beat each other over the head and discover how to make meat to celebrate with afterwards. Then Columbus came over, shut down the Pilgrim discourse. Why? All very confusing if you ask me. And you did. And I asked myself, that is a perfect subject for a region-wide discussion show, which is very lucky because I happen to host one. To discuss the subject of morality, we have firebrand preacher Pastor Richards, the head of the Pastor Richards Salvation Statue Organization, a group which plans to raise enough money to build a statue of Pastor Richards himself. We also have John Brown, leader of Moms Against Popular Culture, or MAPC. Or is it MAPS? MAPK? I don't know. We're deep in acronym hell right now, or is it purgatory? And finally, we have Barry Stark, author of the book As Nature Intended. He's the editor of Vice City's Nature is News, and is working feverishly, it says here, to bring more nude recreation to Vice City. To protect the dignity of our other panelists, we place Mr. Barry Stark behind a divider.
I'm naked back here. It's my right as a person.
Yes. Let's start with the obvious, yes? Is it moral to be naked?
Yes. You can't stop me.
Well, I'm a mother, so I have to deal with this issue every day. My adorable kids have learned that it's wrong to be naked. When it's bath time, they know to put on a bathing costume. That's also the reason there are no mirrors in my house. Nudity leads to bad, naughty things.
Maurice, if I may interrupt, I haven't worn clothes since 1982. Clothes are seriously unnatural. Didn't you guys learn anything from the 60s? I had a revelation when I was on holiday in Germany. I'd always felt very constricted. Then it hit me like a slippery fish. Clothes are
pretty sure you just follow this road to the hospital.
When you die, you're not wearing any clothes.
I'm I'm going to have to interrupt you. What if you die at work? What if an enormous piece of machinery falls on you while you work?
Clothes lead to immorality. Nudity stops people from fighting. Have you seen an issue of National Geographic lately? People around the world are nude. You don't want to shoot a machine gun or a howitzer or a flamethrower if you're naked. It could burn or scold in quite a personal fashion, quite frankly. Have you been to the zoo? Animals are naked. If everyone were naked, there'd be no war. Everyone's complaining about crime and the theft of cars in the city. No one's ever stolen my car. No one's ever pickpocketed me. They've never even tried.
That's because you're a degenerate loony.
If the police were naked, it would set a great example to everyone. You can direct traffic and eat donuts entirely in the buff.
Maurice, this kind of immoral behavior is exactly why I'm building the Pastor Richard Salvation statue. Noah had an ark, Texans had the Alamo, and I am building a highly fortified structure in my image. Simple. This 50-story statue will be able to deflect alpha, gamma, and beta radiation. The day is coming, and coming soon, where the artificial suns will rain down to punish the degenerates of this city. But you can save yourself. The Pastor Richard Salvation statue will be a completely self-sufficient community. We have canned food rations, private living quarters, and enough supplies to survive happily the predicted 40,000 years of nuclear winter. In Phase 2, and with funding from NASA, we will equip this massive statue with rockets. So when the poopy hits the proverbial fan, we will load up the statue with all of the people who have saved themselves through generous donations.
Griff, way to get your ass in the car.
Space and colonize Saturn with a race of morally correct, affluent people ruled by me.
Will there be naked people?
No. Born out of wedlock to a future of hopelessness. Anyone who does not agree with me is mentally sick and should be shot, I'm afraid to say. We need to build a place to escape these transgressions.
Whew, that's extreme stuff, Master. But we'll leave amateur eugenics for a minute and ask our other panelists. Jan, you're a mom, so you know everything. What is your thought on all this? And do you think Pastor Richard stole his ideas from a movie or book?
Well, yes, I am a mom. My kids are very special. So special, they go to special classes. Now, I teach my kids history to give them perspective. Last night I was telling them about how Magellan sailed around the Strait of Magellan and met some friendly natives that gave him supplies. Then he had to kill all of them. That's an important lesson about life. If you look at nature, you'll see many species that eat their children to protect them. This is especially true of hamsters. It's about putting the family first. That's really important to me, and where a lot of my morality comes from. And if you don't like it, find your own husband and stay away from mine, okay?
Okay, but, and excuse me if I sound a little confused here, but I don't think I understand.
Now, my morality comes from looking at history and biology and working out what's best for my kids and screw anyone else. That's what this country's all about. I mean, I saw the hippies. What a load of claptrap.
Where am I? Shit.
Or wave or horseradish or whatever they call it. How can you take your kid to a little league game when you live in a communal farm growing drugs? It's awful. And that's what my life is about. Looking down on others.
Yes, I think I can see that now. Moving on. Pastor Richards, in your book,
I don't know if you can consider it a drug if you can grow it.
And how people should not make sacrifices or help those in need. Do you want to elaborate?
Oh, that's right.
I guess you
People
can.
need to learn how to take care of themselves and not depend on others. If you read chapter 45 of my book, I talk about how being selfish is a virtue. The best thing you can do for someone that needs help is to tell them to help themselves. That builds moral character. Morality, Maurice. There's not much left in this city. Every time a culture has taken on the doctrine of helping your fellow man, we get thrown into the dark ages. Look at Russia. They keep trying to help each other out, extend a
This fucking
hand
beach
to a
is
neighbor,
boring. I'm
and
gonna get
guess
off
what?
of it.
Every 10 years, someone's invading,
It's not like I don't have
burning
enough
down
time.
their homes, and taking their toilet paper. Napoleon, Stalin, Attila the Hun, all of them. After you read my book, you will understand. I may have been born in the sea, but I'm no dummy.
Are we gonna talk about being naked?
Yeah, soon, Barry. Keep your hair on and calm down, please, my friend. Divorce rates are up. Standardized test scores are down. Vampire sightings at the mall. Can the family be saved? Or, to put it another way, If we're meant to be monogamous, why weren't we born already married? Jan, over to you.
Well, since I'm a happily married mother, I know the family unit is the basis of all society. Now, even when my husband is working late or away on an extended business trip to Hawaii with his secretary, I understand just how important the family unit is in life. He's working hard so I can get another station wagon with even more wood on it.
Go on. Tell me more about your family.
Well, I like to compare it to nature. After all, it is one planet, even if we do just want to maim and kill each other, especially me. Now, look at sharks and sandworms. Oh, one of my hobbies, besides making babies and criticizing people, is biology.
Making babies and criticizing people? I didn't know those were hobbies.
From nature. People these days, they don't grow their own food. They can barely get out of their recliners and make it to the supermarket. Let me tell you, there is nothing super about...
Whoops. Where am I going? Ammunition. Yep.
Is it the Degeneratron? What a crock of shit.
Hey, watch your language. This is radio. We have regulations about that sort of thing.
But you let a naked man on.
Yeah, he's behind the screen. You can't see him. It's not that exciting. Imagine a flabby guy with a ponytail and a nasty rash.
Spam.
Imagine it. I married one. Anyway, what was I saying?
Fuck off.
You were discussing the Degenatron, which I understand is a games machine. Then you swore.
I'm sorry. It makes me so mad. I mean, what I heard my son, Patrick III, I heard him using slang words in the house the other day. Rad and cool and stick it. I mean, I beat him to within an inch of his life, and he will never make that mistake again. Americans should be spoken properly. What? No, don't interrupt me. I've got children, you know. Please. This is really important. It's about the family. Look. Nobody knows how to cook anymore. Nobody knows how to kill anymore. Nobody knows how to kill dinner. My daddy was a very wise man before that tractor pull accident. My daddy taught me how to slaughter a pig. That's very useful information. Oh, sure, I was a little nervous at first, but he put me in a room with a fork and a fat sow and told me he'd be back in an hour for some fat back and hog jowls. As a mother, I'm proud to say I throttled the life out of that little piggy. I did it for my family, and I'll do it again. Feeding the family is my job as a mother. Daddy earns money and goes away with his secretary, and Mommy provides dinner and keeps a brave face on things, even though her heart is breaking. Where are my pills?
Barry, you look like you've got something to say.
I agree. Statistics show that families that spend time together naked are the best kinds of families. You see, social class distinctions disappear when everyone is naked. I can't tell if you're rich or poor, black or white. It doesn't matter because we're all naked. Designer clothes? Try designer nudism. My body was made by the best designer around. Mother Nature. That's why we're lobbying to build a naked casino in Vice City, so old people can gamble naked.
I'm surprised they don't have those.
In the book, it is written, chapter 23, verse 5 of my book. He that gambles his
That's
money
one thing
away
about them
is
freaky old fuckers that, they like to get naked and gamble.
Space with other affluent, well-to-do people. It's that simple. Do what I say, and you won't have to think for yourself.
Where the hell am I
But
going?
I think it is, Pastor. We look around, nudie clubs, discos, drinking. Do people
Looks
want
like
to be
it's just
moral?
up the road.
Can you legislate morality? Can we tell people how to live their lives?
Absolutely. Yes, of course I can. Just look at Prohibition or the Cultural Revolution in China. We can learn a lot from history. Chairman Mao or Stalin, they purged their lands of degenerates and intellectuals, the scum of the earth in my book. And look, to be told how to act. And most people are idiots, and that's exactly who my teachings appeal to. This lawless, permissive society has no boundaries, and without boundaries, how do you know where the limits are? You have to know what's good and what's evil. You need someone to tell you so. Single moms have obese kids, it's a fact, while rich people have a lot of guilt, unnecessarily, in my opinion.
I agree. I don't think these people understand just how hard it is to potty train. You have to give a treat when Precious makes a poo-poo. My kids are big-boned, and they eat prunes every day. But that's what's wrong with this country. All of this emphasis on being thin and healthy. When my children are hungry, I hand them a spear and send them out to the park to catch their own food. They're learning how to be self-sufficient. Yesterday, my youngest, Jono, killed the postman, but at least he was trying. So I gave him a cuddle and told him to hit Daddy next time he comes home late smelling of cheap perfume.
Okay. It's time to take a break before we hear about any more criminal acts against government employees. You're listening to Pressing Issues. Morality is the subject at hand. Let's explain exactly how free radio without commercial breaks works. We'll be right back.
You're listening to VCPR. Finally, a radio station for teachers and librarians. You've been enjoying Pressing Issues, but as is normal, you can't listen to an hour's worth of programming on this station without us begging for money. It's the bi-daily begathon here on VCPR, where we hold your favorite shows hostage until you pony up some cash.
You know what's so great about VCPR? It's like a shining torch of cultural enlightenment.
Oh, this isn't the right one.
Descend upon Vice City and enslave the poets and postal workers and force us to watch network programming.
That is a frightening thought. But like many things in life, you can throw money at something and feel better about yourself. VCPR is your public radio station, but you have to open your wallets.
That's right. If you pledge at the one...
Here it is. Oh, and my luck, I'll get back there and try to jump over it, and I won't be able to.
CPR, we could be thrown back to the Stone Age. Liberals will be set on fire in the streets. Give now. Let's return to Pressing Issues. Over to you, Maurice, in the studio. Useless, talentless asshole.
You're correct. He is an asshole.
These people do it for love, because they have integrity, just like...
You got anything further? It was only gonna end like this. Up here! Come on, man. Okay. I'll break your neck.
It's only money.
Your time is up. Easy, man. We're cool. Some kind of get back here. Wise guy. What if you're going down right now? We didn't make nothing, mister. Take it easy, please. I did you right. I look like I'm breaking that too much. Go home. Hello? Don't push me, asshole. Look around.
Oh, that's the armor. 39. Oh shit.
Okay, we're done. Calm down. Take it easy.
Oh, Ryan, I really hope you read my book. The mysteries of the absolute can never be explained. Mother Nature knows more.
You moron stole that. I see you. Really think there must be some mistake? Save your breath. Give up. I don't like guys eat there. Oh, what do you end up being a cop? You guys ever catch any criminals? Stay away from me. You can't run. Stay away from me.
Fuck, come on. Man, I'm a horrible shot, man.
Welcome to the
Oh.
pal. Get this scumbag out of my face.
What? That sucks.
Hey, don't push me, punk. Get away from me.
Let's see. Ah, here we are.
Don't make me run. Don't make us chase you. He's out of control. I'm taking my shot.
Are they still shooting at me? Huh.
Easy, boy. Easy. Yo, meathead, get back here. Waste him, we're always right.
Hey. Well, this is nice.
This is radio control. We got problems downtown. Backup requested, over. 4754. I got contact.
Oh.
Okay. Let's take a
He
quick
seemed a
call.
little
Hello,
to be a
you're
little
on
pissed
Game
off
Chat.
at me.
What's your name?
Hey, it's Manuel from Stone Island. I love the show. Yeah, I want to talk about technology and slaving it. You know that play, In the Future There Will Be Robots? Well, that's a true story. In the future, there will be robots. And I'm going to hack them all. I'll make them say funny things. You know, I can move satellites around with my computer.
Computers are evil. The Luddites of ancient Britain know this. That's why they destroyed the computers that created things faster and more efficient and took their jobs.
Oh, shut up. Computers aren't evil. It's the people that program the computers that are evil. That's a pretty big difference. I'm talking to you through a computer right now. In fact, I am a computer.
Well, anything that
Hey,
can
Mr.
think
Raspberry
faster than me
Jam.
is evil. Anything which doesn't dance or sing or cry or wear a smile. You create your own reality. We are like the dust in the wind. We are golden. We've got to get ourselves back.
That is a Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young song. Any fucking gang members around here? Oh, here we are. Cojones. One more. Here we are. Shoot him right in the back like a dick. Get out of the fucking pool, Tommy. Shoot!
What's going on here?
See, are they pissed off at me? Doesn't look like it. They should be. I just killed a bunch of their friends.
What's the matter with you, man? I would find you and your family.
This is radio control. We got problems downtown. Backup requested, over. 4754. I got contact.
Hey, I don't think I've ever used an ambulance for this. I think I'm going to try that. a decent size and it moves pretty good. Dark drug, here we are.
How many times, man?
Let's see. Oh, I got all the money. This might not be a good idea.
I am an officer of the law.
Stop that, you dick!
I am an officer of the law.
Oh, that asshole.
And don't forget to face your stunt, Buddha.
Get us in the light. One is a game for men, the other is a game for pansies who like wearing button-down shirts. They call baseball a national pastime. If that means making $1 million by standing around all day, count me out. I'll work for my money.
Yeah, BJ, just like me, I can tell you.
I'll get him down. He's mine. I am an officer of the law. Stop.
What the hell, did I?
Has met some real manipulative people.
7 wives! That's fantastic.
No, I had one wife. I had 6 before that.
So you downsized, right?
Yeah, something like that. If you want to win in life, you have to change players. You can't play on the same team all the time.
So, oh my god, isn't this getting intimate, BJ? I feel like we are really connecting.
I'd like to connect with you. Of Other men may fumble, but I go into the trenches like a goat. That's the extra part of my
See,
business.
there's one
What
other
are you
over
talking
here.
about?
Well, as you know, running the ball is like making romance. And one day when I was going for a touchdown, if you know what I'm saying, I had a great idea. You see all these fitness videos on television? It's always that idiot fool in leotards prancing about, giving it the skinny thing. And I say, what is this? I mean, what in the world is this? These people ain't fit, they ain't got a clue. When you're fit, you know it. If you come into the locker room, you know I's fit for football. Able to wrestle and pounce and hurt somebody for an hour straight. That's what people need. If someone comes to jack your ride...
It's Nevertune. That's where I met all the beautiful...
Who the hell's talking?
Brown, and so he tears ligaments in his back and never play again. I mean, that's some real useful everyday stuff. And I should...
Oh, that didn't work out so good. Let's try that again.
Musty Pines. We'll help bring back dignity, and we promise it will be the best 3 months of their lives. They'll... something better, guaranteed in 3 months or less, you can start enjoying their money. Finally, you can have quality family time again. Musty Pines. Now, you don't have to serve it. Drive-through service has over.
He was just the boy next door.
Hello there, Danny. I didn't know it was hockey season.
Hey, can I borrow a knife?
A deadly curse, a deranged killer, a small... After Dark, rated R for retarded.
Ew, that's gross.
None of those guys had a gun? That was fucked up.
I'm a physocrat. You can rip my arms off, and I'll just mold and grow new ones.
Where?
Right here, right now. Let's get it up.
Of course. I mean, when?
Soon, baby. Real soon. But don't call it a comeback. Like the song said, I'll whoop your ass. And this time, I'm doing it my way. Ignorant fools that gave me nothing to work with. The owners, I mean.
What owners are you talking about?
The owners of the team. They gave me nothing. Then it reached my large scale. I worked my ass off all those years, sweating blood and puking my soul out, and they took me up on the track, rolled me around, treated me no better than a dog. The guys who got hurt, they never saw a penny out of those muscles.
That's just like Jade. My friend. She's a cop. She got sacked for wearing makeup and an I Hate Life t-shirt to work and never saw a penny.
I know a lot of players who need to go back to school after they finish playing. It's a tough life and you...
Like Jade, those kids are evil little brats.
Listen. All the money in your cash register.
Damn, that's big.
What are you talking about? AJ, are those muscles real?
That's what you should ask. Because the answer is implants are not.
Wow, you're enormous.
Nah, this guy's twice my size. And
You nearly hit me, man.
So, I see. Look, I ain't got anything more to say to you, and I can't fall in love with another Gas Robinson. So let's go to the phone.
Hey, Amy, I'm a first-time caller. How you doing? I love your show. Sort of. DJ, man, you know. Quick question. How did you play that game against San Andreas? Broken way. Oh, I can't believe I'm talking to you. Wow, man, I don't know what to say. This is the greatest day of my life.
Well, why the hell you call in? Don't worry, I'm a professional. The method I used in the game against S... I hope that answers your question. That's a problem with the public. Hey, I get it all the time. Know what I'm saying?
I guess those aren't gang members. Shit.
Check it out.
What is that? You better pull that drink. Where are we, man?
I got a pistol.
Salvex improves consumption efficiency by 50%. No more halfway cures like coating your throat with cooking oil to have that extra piece of cake or bowl of kitty litter. After a night out, my tongue tasted like carpet. It was embarrassing. Now with Salvex, I can eat a whole...
Let's go over here and try the harder one first.
We know salivation philanthropists who make Salvex all day. Salvex, when it comes to personal dryness upstairs, we're deadly serious.
Welcome back to KJAT. My next guest is the star of the hit show, Just the Five of Us, where he appears as the rich father of a family of misfits. But more recently, he's working on the controversial theater piece, In the Future, There Will Be Robots. Claude, Not. Welcome to the show.
Which rhymes with badge, as in duh, and no as in more than you. Maginot. Anyway, thank you for having me on the show. It's always a pleasure to discuss my art.
Yes, you're so funny. Now, Claude, you're an interesting man, if you don't mind me saying so myself. Because on the one hand, and on the other, you do those weird theater dance shows which aren't funny.
Yes, thank you, technical school dropout. I'm sure sitting here talking all day is terribly difficult. Juilliard proved not. In the future there will be robots is not a funny piece. It deals with the most important issues in the world today. Love, pain, suffering, skin-tight pants, and well-stretched groins. See, music has no meaning. It's about depth and texture and sense of community that emerges from the struggle going on within all of us, between man and machine.
Oh, you assholes.
That is passion.
Okay, so it's a bit like just the five of us. What a show! I love Jimmy. He's so cute.
I'd rather not talk about my complications working with him. I'm a performer. I express myself any way I can, while I'd never attempt to describe just the five of us. That worshipless pack. I need to support my serious art. It's like stealing a boombox to do live interpretive dance. If I bring joy to people's hearts doing an interpretation of the tree in the park, who is harmed? There's a value I derive from art, as a man, as a creator, and that is this. Never overestimate the dreadfulness of the mass market, the degrading excess of the culture, or the horrors that we all have.
Me too. But as Mr. Chesterfield, you're so funny. That is what I said. Not in my house.
I wasn't expecting that.
Wake up, mother.
Free his soul from the bondage of the past, and then on stage we have snow that falls and represents love in all its forms. The robot makes a snow angel, and we begin to cry. Close curtain.
Well, I love just the five of us.
Please, enough! Five succeeds while robots starve. Attendance has been poor. If I were opening this with the Orquestra Filarmonica di Jalapa in Mexico, there would be riots in the streets with small children giving me flowers and weeping. Here in Vice City, they wouldn't know art unless it came as a tube of beef jerky. They told me, Claude, it can't be done. Vice City is for sun worshippers and Philistines, and I told them no. I told them if I'm directing a work of commercial dross down there, I must save my soul with some serious art. But to be honest, Amy, they were right. I feel ahead of my time. The best artists are ignored. I mean, sure, any right-minded person would rather spend an evening watching me express the meaning of space as I move delicately across the stage in the dance of desire and denigration, and flopping around in a disco or a nightclub or sucking the electric teat of television.
I know I would.
God, I mean, what is wrong with you people?
My hair.
What?
My hair is all wrong. It clashes. dishes with my dress.
Zeus, Cicero, Shakespeare, Flaubert, someone, please save me from this hellhole. My dear, you are so ignorant. I'm trying to save you, to save everyone. You don't see the art around you.
I'd like to find a
Are
motorcycle.
you in search of Auld Lang Synes, singing Madame Butterfly on a windowsill, or relegating yourself to a cricket in Huckleberry Finn? I'm a movement that conquers love, while you complain about your dress.
There we are.
Okay, Mr. Chesterfield, I mean, Mr. Maginot, you've got to hang in there. You're on K-Chat, and I'll be right back.
At the law firm of DeLeo and Furax, we understand that sometimes life throws you a curveball. We help our blue chip clients get their lives back after
It was an unfortunate accident what happened to my wife on that precarious cliff. DeLeo and Furax can't bring my wife back, but they made sure I didn't end up in the slammer. I was unfortunately 15 kilos in the spare tire. I was so mad at one rash so many times. That's the deal with the Furax. They just returned the sword down when he took it.
I accidentally torched a Quickie Mart with my medication ran out. Dealing with Furax helped me and the community by assuring a healthy settlement from the pharmaceutical companies.
Furax, we understand the judicial system and will ensure the truth is heard. Everyone should your workplace can be put on truth. Call DeLeo and Furax today at 866-974-2333. That's 866-974-2333. DeLeo and Furax. Accidents happen, and we prove it.
Oh, you... Oh! That was some bullshit.
This is radio control. We got problems downtown. Backup requested, over. 4754. I got the power.
Fast and dumb you are. Come on.
This is radio control.
Sir, you must stop now.
No. God damn it. Thought if I went down there and shot him and nobody saw, I wouldn't be wanted. Whoops. But there was armor back there. I guess there wasn't.
Can't see you. Is that you? I'm a blue man. Oh yeah, amigo. Get down here.
Give it to me. There's only one thing that will save you. A highly fortified structure in the shape of the most powerful thing on the planet. Me. Degenerates will ruin this great city. In my wonderful book, I tell of the impending disaster about to befall this planet. Nuclear holocaust, plagues of flying rodents, the seas rising up and turning yellow. It is coming. It is written by me, but you can save yourself. Contribute to the Pastor Richard Salvation Statue. Pick up your telephone. Call now. 1-866-9-SAVE-ME.
Hi.
This might not be the best idea.
What are you looking at? I don't want to.
There are some Vikings that are a bloodthirsty lot, yes, but no more than anyone else, really. We're a nomadic people, Amy. We have cold fire in our souls. We have that fire too, Amy. You've just lost it since you've gotten television. Now, that being said, I'll answer your question. We are mostly non-violent. To make you want to burn a village to the ground. That's why we like to set series. I talk about the importance of communication. You see, Amy, men and women live in different worlds. We use different words. A group of men talk about what they've killed, how to start a fire, who has the best long look. Women want to talk about keeping it clean along, are tidy, and their feelings. When I'm raiding a village, I don't need to be talking about feelings. It's time for action.
Great. So is that all there is to being a Viking? Pillaging?
No, lass, no. Pillaging and battle are important, but we admire poetry as well, as long as it's poems about whacking someone with a double-handed battle axe. What's holding you back, Amy? In chapter 3 of my book, I talk about listening to the bloodthirsty water spirit. It's really quite important if you want to enter Valhalla.
Yeah, there's nothing really up there.
Penicillin, jet planes, implants. Well, I don't, but I want some, but I heard the operation is really gross. You live like it's 982 AD or something.
Mind ye tongue, wench, lest I cut it out. Deep down, all of you listening to me say, Thor, yes, I'd like to unleash the Viking within. Maybe you'll go camping once a year or hunting and wonder why it feels so natural. That's because it is. Too much of this denying your instincts. Men shaving. You know, deep down in the pit of your soul, you wish you could crouch in the grass, flies biting your face, afraid to move for fear of a... So can you. All it takes is some positive thinking. Just attend my Unleash the Norse Within weekend. When you are finished, you will say, I am a god. Nobody can stop me. I crush my enemies and dance on their funeral pyres. This is very helpful for living in suburbia. Nice to know.
I really don't understand how.
Oh, it's very helpful. Maybe a neighbor is tossing his leaf clippings on your lawn, or looking at your woman, or harboring desires regarding your...
Am I the only asshole in the world?
Daddy gave me that.
Your women
Well, Daddy will buy you another one.
They are large, not like those scrawny things to the north. A woman who eats well provides for her man. You cannot set sail for robbing and pillaging on an empty stomach. It's like the... Greenlanders have no historical perspective. Read the runes. It's all right there. Talk to a grandparent. But no, he cast people out like rubbish. Wisdom is not to be treated so lightly. When my father grew old, I sat with him day and night, absorbing his wisdom, learning about the demons and where the wickedness resides in men's hearts. And as his time grew near, I built a large pyre, burnt him and his wife while communing with Odin's spirit.
Careful, Rusty Pines is a sponsor of the show. Oh, Brody, what are you doing?
Just adjusting myself, she-devil. Wearing these animal hides does get a bit itchy.
Okay. You never answered my question. What do you think of Vice City?
Your land and people have a lot...
I like Thor.
Granted, we roll and sail to an area, land in force and burn down a local monastery or village, whereas you come in, destroy all the creatures, and sew plastic versions of them. You did a fine job pillaging these lands, but you should have done something about Canada.
Wait a minute there, Buster. My mother's half Canadian.
Oh, what are you going to do, wench? Sweep the ice furiously at me? Huh. Socialized medicine? Nah, you did it all wrong. You should have continued to the...
There's one. Whoops.
She felt prettier uppity ways. She says to me, Thor, I ain't having no need no more. I'm going to meetings. See? That's your problem. As soon as you sort something out, you have to go preaching from the rooftops to everyone else how to live, not pillage or plunder.
Pixie Goblin? What kind of weird ancient nonsense are you talking about? Now,
here.
Thor, I've got to ask you, how old are you?
I am as old as if... He's never shy. Thor is mighty. Thor is a god.
And where are you from?
From the beginning of the flat earth, where the sun meets the sky.
Oh, right. By the beach. Great. Let's take a commercial break. We'll be right back with Thor. He's a real Viking.
Hello, I am Commander Martinez. I think by now you know I am an emotional kind of guy. Around your neck, what kind of woman is going to respect you? That is why I have teamed up with Medallion Man, the shop for Medallion.
Oh, that's nice.
Say everything needs to be said. Even singing medallions from Casanova. Who knows? Music.
Well, that sucks. I think I lost a car. Yep, sounds like it. Can't go that way. This one kinda sucks, but I'll do it anyway. Okay, I guess Tommy doesn't sneak in this game. Ow. Oh, wow, that took a lot.
Get off me!
Like I hang out at the strip mall with all my boys, and she shows up. Is there any advice you can give me?
Ah, yes. There was a man who asked... herself with it from head to toe. She then climbed on top of the stove, sat astride a sweeping broom, and began to...
Hello? Excuse me, what the hell are you talking about?
Oh my
Read
God.
from the runes, wench!
What kind of rune is that?
Aye, it's a man's rune, and not appropriate for the warrior under 18 years old. But there's a moral at the end. Are you still there, Fair Jay?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Do you love this woman?
Yeah, I think so. She's really special. Especially in the back seat, if you know...
Ah, I thought there was one over here. Stay there.
Fresh. Like, it's been a real inspiration and all that. It's most definitely on me and my crew's side. And that Loki brother, he's as slick as Salazar. You know what I mean, Trooper? In fact, me and my boys have started a Thor fan club. You know what I'm rapping? We're on your vibe, man.
Aye, a Thor fan club. Listen, please the store very much. I shall speak of myself in the third person from now on.
Yeah, I wasn't really into school all that much. But I hear you, Thor. So anyway, we have this fan club, right? And instead of naming it something like the Vice Lords of Valhalla, we gave it like a modern name. Keeping things firmly in the 80s, you know? The Flood. Ain't that off the wall, man? We follow your teachings to the letter, sir. Especially how you go around spiting food. You know exactly what time it is, you hear?
Have you a magic hammer?
Nah, T. We don't have any old types around here to strap us with superfly hardware like yours, but we do have Mac 10, Tech 9, Tray 8, street sweepers, and all that. You still on my vibe, brother?
Hey, I like the sound of this. He thinks I want to join your group. You pillage crapper.
Hell yeah! We do it like a Viking. You ought to come party with us. We'll even make you an honorary blood.
Program, I spend the entire weekend in my jacuzzi or engaging in an exciting sport of domino topping. Hey, if you can think it, you can do it. One of my award-winning courses is shooting. Because that's what you do. Step 2 is known as Learn, Start, Doing, where I explain the mysteries of starting. Or take the new accelerated course that will have you laughing and hugging strangers. Motivate, demonstrate, then motivate.
All right, cool.
They aren't being paid much.
I've been on the thing called that Star Complete program, and I have to say, I'm finally going to start my career in being a well-paid rich.
Sign insignia on a chunky gold plate chain at Vice City's one-stop shop for people who know how to put the hip into hip-hop. Wow, complete the look.
God, can we play more commercials on this station? The station is about me. What? Oh, hi, I'm Amy. So, right, we're back. I'm here with like, oh my God, this is so exciting. But now I'm here with Jazz Torrent, a rock god.
There's like 3 of them back on Prawn Island. I forgot all about.
I'm sorry, as you can tell, I'm a
Couple on the
really
beach.
huge fan of Love Fest.
Any say sorry, babe. You are a woman of substance.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks. That's cool. And, oh, Jazz, who is that?
More than one girl can take. Eh?
Say hello, man.
Hi, Paul. Where are we?
The rock lifestyle hasn't been too good to her. Man, just go away and sit in a lobby until I finish him.
Check the fridge.
Is she okay? I mean, apart from being an ugly, cheap cow, she's not dead.
Hey, seriously, man. Didn't cramp my style. I'm an artist, you know.
Okay, Jesse. So, Jazz, I was listening to your album on my boombox all weekend. Like, how is... I mean, you know, you're really totally famous. No, wait, I mean, like, so anyway, how are you?
Cool, man. I'm cool. Things are good. You can't OD on love. I have pride. You are really something special. You American. You really know how to rock and roll.
Tommy Vercetti is an innocent man.
Right. This last album wasn't your best-selling, was it? I don't even think it charted in the UK.
Is that sharp? Piece of paper. Bring that to the concert and I'll set it on fire. I ain't no Ronald Reagan or rock, babe. Album charts are a metaphor for human isolation and the breakdown of interaction. And I say it's time to rock, right, man?
Right, Jimmy.
That's right, because I say it is. Because, sweetheart,
That's over.
That's right, because I say it is.
the biggest band in the world.
Yeah, but you and Dick and Percy and Willie, you're all leftists. The four Scottish horsemen of the apocalypse. Fist till morning. Take it on the chin.
Alright, this one's a pain in the ass to get. So I'll try for it first. Don't go. Shit. Let's give it another try. Damn it! Ah, good. That wasn't easy. Oops.
It's really important that I make a lot of money. Right, man? You need to keep you and a fringe and your diamonds and that, eh?
Yeah, rock on, Keith. Roger, what a trip.
Yeah.
He told her.
Hey, I heard some subliminal messages in your video. Is that true?
Clubs, hotel suites, another TV smashed into 1,000 pieces, right? After my unfortunate incident in Cleveland, I told the press, I don't like money.
Come on, man!
Favorite message? Dreams are meant to be broken. Like so many broken dreams, I want to pick up the pieces together. God, I am so committed.
Here we go.
It's hot as hell out here.
Boy, do I. On the track, Satan's Pillows, you sang about how a broken heart can...
But a broken heart can't ever be mended, just broken. I know, really powerful stuff. Emotional. I think that song says everything that needs to be said about love. When you belong to the night, it's best to take advantage of it. And what takes you up will take you down, man. If everyone remembered that, the world would be okay. Thanks, love. You are a real smart cookie.
Thanks, Jazz. Now, do you think it's important that, well, I mean, you're a great-looking guy, even though your girlfriend is a cheap tramp. But do you think it's important that rock and roll bands look good? Or is it about the music?
Like I said, I'm a creature with two faces, babe, you know? An angel and a devil. And that means it's really important to look good. Music cannot stand on its own. You need to look good singing.
Okay, this isn't the right spot. Hey, where's my van? Oh, there it is. I probably can't get it out of here.
She's really getting on my nerves. Why are you waving your hands at me? Oh, I'm supposed to go to commercial. I'll be right back.
Howdy. Welcome to Farewell Ranch. They say the golden years are the best years of your life, but for many seniors, they just stink up the house and make the grandkids feel uncomfortable with them.
Oh, what the fuck? Did I get this one already? Or am I in the wrong spot?
Our resident show love here. Right, Norm? Is this WW2? Farewell Ranch, the only way to ride into the sunset. Slow down, pal!
Stop my morning, you make my...
Giggle cream, get both and what's my fun in that?
Giggle cream. It makes dessert funny.
Asian pajamas, Chinese bandana, something missing? With a throwing star, kendo sticks, or nunchucks at Vice City's one-stop shop for the silent fashion assassin.
Wow, you look like a psycho.
Complete the look.
Hi, I'm Amy, and you're on K-Chat. Jess, you were telling me about the music?
Aye, yeah. You know, we wear these costumes to appeal to the working man. It shows.
Oh, yeah, it does.
I mean, I saw Satan. He didn't like what he saw in me. He saw darkness, but also jealousy. Ask man. I can find treasure in the dark. It's that, what's the word?
Thing?
Yeah, that's the thing that typifies me as an artist. Heart and soul. Head, trousers, everything. That's what you get at one of my shows. Jez Torrent and Love Fist will really show you, you know. We take the soul into darkness. Bring your lighters. You know, I invented that. I've about had it with wankers ripping off my vibe. I wore women's clothing first. Why? Because it tells you about light and darkness. Like the moon. But seriously,
Oh, thanks, Jazz.
Dangerous bastard. You see, babe, I've had my heart broken and I am still a man. I'm working on a song right now called Fallen Stars on Shattered Dreams in Their Lane. It's about being able to communicate through music rather than words. Set in a wind tunnel. That's why there's a huge snake painted on my jacket. The snake symbolises kind of a subconscious power force. Because life is pain, babe. And without music, I'd be lost. This new album is our most mature work yet. I am brilliant on it because I sing from the heart. You have to understand this.
All right, two more.
Because Shari left you, right?
Babe, my people spoke about this to your people. They said do not mention Shari. It's like sticking needles in my soul. Voodoo. Who are you? Are you my personal devil? You can do this to me. The pain is too much. I have hair in my face to hide my soul. Shari had to go because she wanted to be a Marine. We couldn't be together. Seriously, don't go there.
This is so sad. Jazz, you up there? Oh, Jazz, I'm so sorry.
Seriously, love, if you listen to the song Dragon Eyes, it says everything that needs to be said about her. You can't help me. It's raw, like a chicken's head, you know? The pain grips you and makes you think about everything. It's the longest night of all. December of the soul.
Jazz, this has been the best interview of my life. Thanks so much for coming on. For all you Love This fans out there, it's time for a contest.
That's right, ladies and gents, you're listening to me, Jess Torrent on K-Chat, being interviewed by...
It's Amy? Oh God, you forgot my name?
Yeah, whatever. Citizens of Vice City, now you've got the opportunity to win a part by signature. Think, I only give away parts of myself to people who have bought all our records, so you've got to answer this. On which album did Beast Fist appear? Was it A, Dogs on Heat, B, Fat Chicks
Dogs on Heat,
All Night, or C, Devil's Blue Band?
For the chance to win tons of Love This prizes, just answer the question. All you need to do is write the answer on a postcard and send it into the station. Jez, before you go, will you please play us a song acoustic?
Piss off! Acoustic songs are for sissies. Babe, seriously, do not cramp my style. Look, I've got to save up the love for the big show. Babe, I love you. I really do. Friends for life, dancing in the fire and all that. Always good to me. You look after man for his way.
Oh, I lost my lighter again.
Love Fist!
That was the dreamy Jazz Torrent of Love Fist, who are appearing this week in Vice City as part of their world tour. Bring your lighters and a spare pair of panties. I know I will. We'll be right back on K-Chat after these messages. Thanks.
What makes a real American? A cowboy hat, enjoying a fine T-bone steak, going to a baseball game, shooting a gun. Maybe it's the freedom to go into a poor country and tell them how to do things. Hey, those are all great qualities. But one thing that makes a true patriot is the ability to choose an American car. When you buy an import, you take a hot meal off a hard-working American's table. There. This poor girl is going to starve to death just because you...
Let's see if I can do this in a car. I usually do this in a motorcycle.
What will Americans have to look up to? Our great industry
motorcycle works better.
Cars, pornography, armaments, and they need your help. So the next time you buy a car, a piece of adult furniture, or a missile defense system, make sure you do the American thing.
Oh, Max, we go everywhere together.
Yeah,
right, boy?
Get with it.
You just can't let go.
Max, we didn't eat your food. That's the second week in a row. Max?
When the unspeakable happens, just put your four-legged friend in the refrigerator or freezer. Then call Pet Stuffers. We'll be there within a week to pick him up, and in less than a month he'll be back as good as new. Through an ancient Egyptian miracle process called taxidermy, you and your best friend will
here we
always be
are.
together.
Yeah, that's a good dog.
Pet Stuffers, when you just can't let go. And coming soon, Grandparents Forever.
Something. I missed something.
Sissy spreads when you're clubbing or sticking your head out of a stretch limousine, or you want
There's a baseball bat.
is performing to the with Sissy spreads, it's hair for the future, not the past. When you have great hair, people know you're a winner. Sissy spreads may cost more about 28 people to try on. Quotations and ingredients, special care will be great.
This is Kate Chat. Welcome back to the show. I'm Amy Scheckenhausen, and next up, we're going to be interviewing someone with a lot to say for herself. A woman who pretended to be a man and then wrote a book about it. I haven't read it, but I'm going to tell you. She's professor of anthroposociology and women's studies at the University of Vice City, and her name is Michaela Krapitis. Michaela, hi, welcome to K-Chat.
Hello.
Hi. So, Michaela, you're a teacher.
If you mean professor, yes, I have a doctorate. Teachers are homely women who make minimum wage to keep the teenage boys off the streets during the day. I am very intelligent, and I'd rather talk about that. I'm trying to sell my book.
Okay. Now, it says here you wanted to be a man.
I'll see if I can find an actual motorcycle.
Like one.
Well, that's a load of crap, my dear. More misogynistic propaganda. I hate men. Can't bear them. I think they're a complete waste of time and space, quite frankly, and a disaster for the planet.
Me too. I just got dumped.
Oh, well, it is unfortunate you measure your... grew out your body hair and wore boots, for example. You mustn't get sucked into their heteropatriarchy.
But I like dating. Having someone buy you dinner is great.
Well, we'll come back to you and your problems, accepting who you really are. Let's talk about me.
Okay. So, tell me about your book. You hate men a lot, and you dress up like one, and now you've written a book about it.
More or less. As I said, I'm very intelligent, so I don't expect you to understand me, dear, but I'll try to keep it simple. I've always been fascinated.
Oh, there's one of these I'm forgetting.
Revolted, of course, but fascinated. Now, as an academic, I can get paid to write a book about pretty much anything, as long as I give it a complicated title. Are you with me?
There's one.
The university won't let me display my beautiful and sensual woodcuts in the student commons. It makes me so angry! Where was I?
You were talking about yourself?
Oh, of course. The ego is a dangerous thing, especially in my case. I'm a Jungian. Anyway, so what I did was dress up like a man and enter into the man world. I can tell you it was more horrifying than I imagined.
What did you do?
Well...
What did I just grab? Oh, grenades.
It's not about getting to the point. It's about exploration.
Okay. Wow, I'm learning a lot today.
Yeah, so I entered the world of men, in disguise, of course. I was dressed like a man.
Okay, and you haven't changed back?
What? What did you say?
You're still dressed like a man.
No, I'm not. These are my normal clothes. Amy, for God's sake, don't fall prey to the patriarchy's evil fashion schemes!
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, I learned a lot when I was a man. Did you know, for example, that during my time as a steel worker at Pittsburgh, I learned that men sometimes speak crudely about women when they are out of earshot?
Oh, they do?
I was horrified. Or that men regard some women, like you, Amy, as mere sex toys, things for their amusement. Unbelievable! Or that men actually find sports interesting. It's appalling. And they run the world, my pretty. Oh, yes, they run the world.
They do?
Yeah. Look at Reagan. Look at Thatcher. Look at Gorbachev.
Thatcher's not a man.
Oh, screw that, sweetheart.
Yes, I agree.
Despite popular opinion.
Don't bake a cookie. Smash him in the face with a baking...
Yes.
Pictures of naked women? It's called pornography. It's sick and foul. I'm giving a talk about it this weekend at the Women's Center. That's women with a Y.
I think you spelled it wrong.
Are you a woman? 3 of the 5 letters that make up your description are M-A-N. You're too dependent on men, Amy. That's why I don't call myself a woman, Amy.
Okay. say?
I bet this radio station is owned by a man. White male conservatives monopolize the media, selecting right-wing blondes to propagate conservatism.
I don't have blonde
Well, I
hair.
haven't even done the first mission yet, and
Not yet. Did you know men drink beer and smoke cigarettes and wear hats?
I already got a few guns and everything.
I discovered a lot of things. I was also a policeman and an untrained brain surgeon, and they're all the same. All women haters.
But just because men like sports and hats doesn't mean they hate women, does it?
You
Oh, it does.
fool. Of course it does.
Them hat-wearing motherfuckers. Well, I'm going to go ahead and stop here for now. But feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe if you would like. I will be back probably tomorrow or the next day. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you later.